The last thing we're going to talk about is customization. And I think that you can customize the countertop two different ways. First, the size, which how did we decide on the island size? Did we have any metric to go by, or did you just kind of say this is how far the overhang should be? And
no, I measured off somebody else's overhang at one point. Our cabinets are this wide, so that's what set that, and then I don't remember where.
I think we wanted to make sure that you could put a bar stool underneath of it.
That's what we were trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, so that part of customization, if you have an island, really, we could have made it further over. We could have hung it over there. We just chose this for just practicality. And then as far as the color, did you have a color in mind that you wanted the concrete to be?
No, I didn't care about the color. That was you.
That was me. But we did strongly feel that we couldn't color the concrete because once you did, you couldn't go back.
Oh, you mean mix dye into the wet concrete?
Yes.
Yeah, I was afraid to do that because if you get a little bit more in this spot than that, then forever, you can't change it. So we did it with no dye as it was wet, and after it was dry, we applied.
We felt we had a little bit more control, a ton of control. Yeah.
Erase it and start over. I'm not easy to erase.
But we did erase it. We actually used, I thought, a white and a black. If you combined them together, you could get a gray. I mean, it makes perfect sense in all worlds. But when we did it, it came out Smurf blue. And when we called the company, we went to bed, we puddled it, we did what we were supposed to do. We came down the next morning, I kid you not, I cried. I was like, what did we do? We should have dyed it originally and then we wouldn't have this. It would have saved us a lot of time though, had we dyed the concrete originally.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, it probably would have cut off at least a week or two. Because I don't know that for sure. We'll have to think that out. But so there are two different ways that you can customize. You can either do it at the very beginning, which our friend, he did.
Yep.
And it was a dark color and it was really cool. I liked it, but I was nervous.
Yeah.
So then, but what we did find was when you do screw it up, if you do screw it up with the tint, which what we did, we called the company and we wet it back down. We sanded
the color off.
The color off, and I mean, it came off almost,
It was back, because there's no blue left.
Yeah, there's no blue.
It's gone. It took a good bit of work. It
did.
Hours and a couple more hours of sanding it.
But it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. And then we just did the whole, he always lets me do the designs because there's no pattern to it. I wanted it to be a marble. So I just kind of puddled it and everything, and you just kind of.
I'm the brawn. She's the beauty. My part was done.
He did. He let me.
Turn.
And I just kind of artistically went through and said, okay, I think I'll take a puddle there. You know, and we've learned that through marriage that is just what I do. He leaves and I do this part. And when we came back in the next day, it was much better.
It was good.
I mean, this is a total custom job.
Well, there's the edges that we mentioned before.
Yeah, correct.
You know, we had options there.
Correct. So, I mean, you've got size options, you've got edging options, you've got color options, and you've got sealing options.
You could go no gloss, or you could do the high gloss like we did.
So I hope you've enjoyed this series, and next week we'll have something else for you. I think it's laminate next week, but thanks for joining us, and make sure you comment below. If you want to know more about how we did this concrete, we have a special sign up below that I think it's going to be up for this website, but we want to make sure that if you want to know how we did this, a step-by-step, we'll get that for you.